Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How are you, dear friend? This is Dishan Gol. From today, we are going to start a course series of calculus. So let's start from function. Definition of function. A function from a set x to y is a rule or correspondence that assign to each element x in x a unique element y in y. Symbolically, we can write it as f is a function from x to y and read as f is a function from x to y. The element of x are called free image and the element of y are called image. If y belong to y, set y is an image of x belong to set x. Under the function of if we write it as y is equal to f of x. We say that y is the value of the function at x. Now we can represent it in a diagram. This is set x, this is set y, this is the element of x. X belong to this set x, and this is the value of f at x. If when we put x in the function, it will return f of x. So this is image and this is pre-image. This is free image, this is image. This is free image of this f of x, and f of x is the image of x. Now there are two conditions if you want to check a relation, is this a function or not. So we will check two conditions. Number one, domain will be the set x, and number second, no repetition in domain element. There are two conditions if you want to check is this a function or not. So first we will check the domain will be the complete set x and the range, and there should be no repetition in domain element. If one element is repeated in domain element, so we can say that this is not a function. Let's take an example. Example a equal to abc, b equal to xyz. We are going to write some relation and distinguish is this a function or not. So number one, if is a function from a to b, a, b, c, x, y, z. So a is the free image of x, x is the image of a, b is the free image of y, y is the image of b, c is the image free image of y, y is the image of c. If we focus on it, we have to check two conditions. First, domain of the function will be set a. So here is the domain of the function is set a. First condition hold. Second condition, there should be no repetition in domain element. So there is no repetition in domain element. Each the element have a unique. Each the element of a have a unique element in b. So there is no repetition in a domain element. Now number second, a if is a function from a to b, a, b, c, x, y, z. So if we focus on it, there is the domain of the function not equal to a because one element is left, so we can say that this is not a function. Number third, a is the free image of x, b is the free image of y, and b is the free image of z. There are two conditions which both are failed. Number one, domain of the function is not a, so this is not a function. The second one is his repetition of domain element. If you want to write it in other pairs, so we will understand it very easily. A x, b y, b z, and c is left. This is not a function. So here is the repetition. This is the domain element. This is domain element, and this is a range element. So this is here is repetition in domain element. So we can say that this is not a function. Now let's go work on domain of function and range of function. Let f be a function. Number one, if f x is equal to y is equal to x, so the domain of this function is all real number because it give us a unique value for all real number, and it is a polynomial. So the domain of all polynomial is the set of all real number. So domain is all real number r, infinity to up to minus infinity. It means that all real number. So domain of this function is all real number. Number second, if f(x) is equal to 1 over x, so the domain of this set is all real number except 0, because 1 over 0 return us undefined. 1 over 0 is undefined. So the domain of this function is all real number except 0, because if we put 0, it will return us undefined, which means nothing. It is just a symbol. So the domain of this function is all real number except 0 are from 0 up to minus infinity union 0 up to infinity. This is open interval, so end value are not included. So this is the domain of this function. Number third one, if f(x) is equal to x minus 3 under the root, so it will be x minus 3 greater than or equal to 0, because there should be no negative value in this square root, because it goes to a complex or imaginary number. So x minus 3 will be greater than or equal to 0, x will be greater than or equal to 0. It means the domain of this function is all value greater than 3. So it is a closed interval from 3 to infinity, because 3 is included. If we put 3 in this function, it will give us 0, and if we put greater than 3 value, it will give us a positive number. So the domain of this function is from 3 up to infinity. Number 4 is if f(x) equal to 4 minus x. It is also a square root function, so there should be no negative value in the square root. So 4 minus x will be always greater than 0. So 4 minus x greater or equal to 0, 4 greater or equal to 0. If you want to solve it, x will be less or equal to 4. It means that all the value which are less are equal to 4. So 4 from 4 up to minus infinity. If we put here 4, it will give us 0, and if we put less than 4, it will give us a positive value. So we can put all those values which are less or equal to 4. Number third one is 1 minus x square under the root. So 1 minus x square greater or equal to 0. So 1 greater or equal to x square. This is a property. Absolute x give us two value. It is an inequality. Is greater or equal to minus 1, less or equal to 1. So the domain of this function will be minus 1 and 1. If you want to put values from the domain, it will be minus 1 up to 1. Now, range of the function. Range of a function. Let b if be a function. Number 1, if f(x) is equal to x, as we know that also domain is all real number, range will be also all real number, because it gives us a negative value, positive value, all value. So the domain is all real number and range will be all real number. Number second one, if f(x) is equal to 1 over x, as the domain is all real number except 0, so y is equal to 1 over x, x equal to 1 over y, so 1 over y, y does not equal to 0. So the range will be all real number except 0 or 0 minus infinity union 0 up to infinity. Number third one, if f(x) equal to x minus 3 under the root, as domain is from 3 up to infinity, and range will be x minus 3 greater or equal to 0. So y will be greater or equal to 0. It means that the range will be from 0 up to infinity. Number 4, if f(x) equal to 1 minus x square under the root, as domain is minus 1 up to 1. Now for range, also 1 minus x square greater or equal to 0, less or equal to 1 for x, for the domain value of x greater or equal to minus 1, less or equal to 1. So the range will be 1 minus x square greater or equal to 0, less or equal to 1. So 1 minus x square under root greater or equal to 0, less or equal to 1. So the range is 0 up to 1. So the domain is minus 1 up to 1, the range is 0 up to 1. Now we are going to discuss in detail about type of function. So the first one function or injective function, a function if from x up to y is said to be 1 1 if distant element of x have distant image in y. If x1 and x2 are distant element of x, then f of x1 does not equal to f of x2 and y equivalently. If f of x1 equal to f of x2, then x1 will be x2. From this diagram, if is a function from x to y, a, b, c is the element of x, and 1, 2, 3, 4 is the element of y. First of all, we have to know that it is a function or not. So it is a function because the domain of this set is set x. Domain of this function is set x, and there is no repetition in domain element. Now, if all the element of x are connected or mapping to only one element, so we can say that this is a 1 1 function because a have an image 3, b have an image 4, c have an image 1, because all the element of set x are mapping with only one element in set y. Number second, onto or subject to function. A function if from x to y is said to be onto if each element of y in the image of some element in x. The range of f is the whole set of y. It means that it will be the range set y will be completely used. We have x equal to a b c d, b y equal to x y z. So is it a function? Yes, it's a function because the domain of the function is x and there is no repetition in x or set a element. And we can say that is a onto or subject to function if all the elements of set y are completely used. So if we focus on it, all the elements of set y are completely used. So it is onto or surjective function. Number third is 1 1 or correspondence. 1 1 correspondence or bijective function. Which one? Bijective function. 1 1 correspondence or bijective function. A function is said to be bijective if the function is injective as well as surjective. If a function which is surjective and which is injective, so we can say that it is a bijective function. If we focus on it, set function if is a function from x to y 1 2 3 4 a b c d. So first of all, we have to know that is a function or not. So it is a function because all the element of domain is set x and all the element are connected with only one element. So here is no repetition in domain element, the first, and the second domain of the set domain of the function is set x. Now we are going to focus on for 1 1 function. Is it a 1 1 function or not? So first of all the element of set A are mapping with only one element in set B, set Y. All the element of set X are mapping with only one element in set Y. So we can say that it is a 1 1 function because here is 1 1 mapping from set X to set Y. Number second, the range and set y will be completely used. So here is no element left. So it is all element of set y are all the element of set y are used. So this is a 1 1 function and also onto function. So we can say that it is a bijective function. Example 2, ABC xyz is a function from x to y. So this is also a function because domain of the function is set x and there is no repetition in domain element. Number first, for 1 1, it is a 1 1 function because here is only one. All the element of x are mapping with only one element, a map to x, b map to y, c map to 0. It is a 1 1 function and also onto function because the domain or the range element mean set y are completely used. So it is also a range, it is also a onto function. So we can say that it is a bijective function. Now here are different kinds of function. It was type of function and this is kind of function. Number first, polynomial function, a function of the form phi of x is equal to a n x power n plus a n minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus a n minus 2 x power n minus 2 up to a 2x square plus a 1x plus a naught. For all x where the coefficient a n minus 1, a n minus 2 up to a2, a1, a0 are all real number and the exponent are non-negative integer is called a polynomial. It means that the power of the variable will be a whole number, so we can say that it is a polynomial. Example 1, if f x is equal to x square minus 4x cube minus 3x square plus 2x plus y, it is a polynomial because the power of variable is a whole number in each terms. Number second is if f x is equal to 4x power 4 plus 3 plus 5x plus 2, it is also a polynomial because power of variable is a whole number. Number second is linear function of polynomial function of degree 1 is called linear function. A function is said to linear function if its degree is 1 and also a polynomial. All the polynomial whose degree is equal to 1, so we can say that it is a linear function. Now example, if f is equal to x plus 4, degree of this is 1 because the highest variable power is 1. Number second, if f is equal to minus x plus 4, number third 2x minus 7, highest variable power is 1, so we can say that it is a linear function. Number third is a quadratic function. A polynomial function of degree 2 is called quadratic function. A quadratic function is of the form a if f is equal to ax square plus bx plus cx, such that a, b, c belong to all real number and a does not equal to 0, because if we put a equal to 0, so this will become a linear function. So example number 1, if f is equal to x square plus 3x plus 1, so highest variable power is 2, so the degree of this function is 2, so we can say that it is a quadratic function. Number second is x square plus 4x, it is also quadratic function because highest variable power is 2, so degree of this function is 2. This is a polynomial of degree 2, so we can say that it is a quadratic function. Number third is if f is equal to x power 4 plus 4, x power 2 plus 4, so it is also quadratic because it is a polynomial of degree 2, so we can say that it is a quadratic function. Number 4 is constant function. A function if from x to y defined by if f x equal to c, from x equal to c for all x belong to x, where c is constant, is called a constant function. A constant function is a function which give us a constant value for all x belong to the domain of this function. So if f is equal to 4, if x is equal to minus 4, if f is equal to 10, if we put x 1 2 3 all real number, it will return a constant value which is 4, so this is a constant function. Identity function, a function if from x to x, it is a function of set x2 itself defined by if f is equal to 1 x for all x belong to x is called an identity function. Rational function. Rational function, a function if defined by if f is equal to p of x divided by q of x, where both p of x and q of x are polynomial function and q of x does not equal to 0, because if we put q of x equal to 0, it will become undefined infinity. So this is a rational function. Example, if f is equal to x square plus 4x divided by x plus 5, so numerator is also a polynomial and denominator is also a polynomial, so we can say that it is a rational function. Number second, x power 4 plus 5x3 plus 4x divided by x square plus 4x plus 2, it is also a rational function because numerator is also quadratic and numerator is also polynomial and denominator is also a polynomial, so we can say that it is a rational function. Number 7 is even function. A function if is said to be even if of minus x equal to f of x. If we put minus value, it gives us a positive value for every x in the domain of f. For example, if f is equal to x square, if you put f of minus x, so minus x square is also x square, so it gives us f of x. Number second, if f is equal to 2x power 4 minus 3x square plus 4, if we put f of minus x, so 2 into minus x power 4 plus 3 into minus x square plus 4, so it is also 2x power 4 minus 3x square plus 4, it is again f of x. So all those functions in which we put domain minus x, it gave us f of x. So f of minus x equal to f of x is our even function. Add function. A function if is said to be odd if f of minus x equal to minus f of x for every x in the domain of mean whose power is an odd number and even whose power is an even number. If f of x equal to x, if we put f of minus x, it give us minus x, which is equal to minus f of x. If f of x equal to x3, f of minus x equal to minus x power 3 is equal to minus f of x. If of x equal to x power 3 minus x, if of minus x equal to minus x power 3 minus x, it is also equal to minus f of x. So this is odd function. This is end of the video. May you best of luck. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.